My nail tech knows how to keep it a little secret. I don't wish for my success, I speak it. I caught a buzz and you did too, but you tweaking. I look like I've been getting money, how reek it. You smell me, that's LV. Walk around with my chest out and my skin smooth, I'm healthy. I'm in a mix and I'm handshaking, but most of y'all can't help me. Most of y'all ain't wealthy.
Hello everybody, here we are at the Fly or Die podcast. It's me, Federico, Logan on my right, our realtor, Stefano on my left, and our guest, Rob. How you doing, Rob?
I'm good, man. How you guys doing?
I'm doing great. You doing good?
We're fantastic.
All good.
Beautiful Saturday in Rochester, Michigan. A little rainy, a little misty. It's all right though.
Hey, the atmosphere is amazing, though.
The atmosphere, you can't beat it.
Thank you, Steph, for the place.
No problem.
No problem.
I'm just trying to do my civic duty, you know.
How was the ride here? I know it might be a little bit annoying, but how was the ride here?
No, it was good, man.
It was good.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
We're gonna give him an Escalade, but you know that wasn't in the budget yet. So
just yet. But Rob, so is this your first or second podcast? Thank you for having the time to come with us, and just present yourself to our listeners.
Well, my name is Robert Babratsky. I was born and raised in Romania. I'm in college right now with my boys over here.
What college?
Rochester University in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Not New York.
Yeah.
Not New York. One in Michigan. And do you like the experience at Rochester?
Yeah, man, it's cool.
It's cool.
Kinda
Then your first year, right? It's your first year, right?
My second year.
Second year?
Winters are bad.
Winters are bad. Did they tell you about the winters here?
Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
kind of like them.
Huh?
I kind of like them.
You kind of like them?
Yeah, man. I need cold weather in my life.
Okay. But Romania usually gets cold, or is it
It
warm?
used to, but now it's terrible. It's just like muddy and not even. It's just like right now.
Yeah? No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. So, tell me a little bit of we do have a kind of a similar path. We both were in Italy and everything, but how did you end up in Rochester? Because for me, it was kind of weird. I ended up in Rochester. Well, my story is a little bit weird, but tell me a little bit more about you. So when did you start playing basketball in Romania? How did you end up in Italy? And how and why here at the end?
But that's a long story, but
Boy, we have all the time in the
for
world.
sure. Well, when I was like 12, that's kind of when I started taking basketball a little bit more serious.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this pretty big news channel back in Romania that was just focused on sports. And they hit us up when I was 12, so we ended up doing a quick piece with them. And that 30-second video kind of just went viral all around the world. And then I ended up getting hit up by a bunch of European teams and stuff like that. And then that kind of landed me in Rome, Italy, at Stella Azzurra.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I spent 2 years, from 14 to 16. Cool experience, I met a bunch of cool people.
Yeah.
I
We know
learned.
we have some people in common that so.
Yeah.
Stella Azzurra is a nice place though. Rome is a nice place.
You
Stella
been
Azzurra
there?
is a nice, huh?
Have you been there?
In Rome? Yeah.
No, Stella Azzurra.
Stella Azzurra, I played against them a few times, so I've been in there. I saw the dorms. They have the dorms by that time, right?
Yeah, they used, when I was there.
Yeah, they did. And then from there, you spent 2 years in Rome. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, man, it was cool.
Get a chance to see the city?
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah? Colosseum. You got to see the Colosseum.
Yeah, the food was terrible.
No, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me
I'm telling
that.
this. I used to love pasta.
You used to love pasta.
And then I went there and I had pasta 3 times a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Now he hates pasta.
And now I'm
Now he hates it, yeah. Because you guys gotta know that also Stefano is supposed to be Italian.
He says I'm a fake Italian because I don't speak it, but I'm a first-generation American. We'll just cut it at that,
I know more Italian than he does.
That's debatable. Leave me there for 2 weeks or a month, I'll be speaking it in no time. Okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
I gotta see that.
Of course.
Hey, he came to visit me, so he just
I know.
Just waiting for you.
I'll come back at some point.
okay. So stayed at Zura for 2 years. After that, what was the next step?
Well, when I was like 16, after 2 years there, so it was the summer of 2016. I kind of realized I need a change, and that same summer I actually went to play with my national team, under 16 I believe it was. That was like my first time ever with the national team, and it was a pretty cool experience as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then, by the end of the summer, we were just kind of looking for like a new place. And for the first time ever, I got hit up by a bunch of American high schools programs from here. So, obviously it's a bit harder because when you're in Europe, you can't come visit, right? And then, so
I know. It's
you
tough.
just kind of have to trust the pictures and
Yep,
what people are telling you.
Yep.
So, after a bunch of research and all that, we ended up choosing Spire Institute in Ohio.
Ohio, which is right here.
And you keep saying we. Was that you and your parents, or?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, at 16, you kind of.
Yeah. Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I got a smaller sister.
Okay. And so everybody came with you over here then to Ohio, right?
Nah, not at all, actually. It was just my father, me and him.
Okay.
Yeah, we got on the plane. But when we came here, we kind of knew this was a place.
Right.
Because, like I said, when you get here, it's kind of too late to change your mind.
Right.
But thankfully, it wasn't that terrible.
Yeah.
So, I got along with the people around there, and the situation was pretty nice. Have you guys ever been to Spire by any chance?
Spire, no, because I went to Sunrise Christian Academy, which is in Kansas, with a prep school there, and we never played Spire. So, no, never been there. But I saw a picture, the facility is amazing.
Yeah, their facilities are huge.
They have a big gym too,
They got everything you want.
everything?
Yeah, they got like Olympic, athletes training there. So,
Yeah. Okay.
And you played with LaMelo Ball there too then?
yeah, that was my junior year, my third year. I did not play though.
No.
That was kind of my first year when I started taking a break officially, because I was trying to get my back right with a surgery. But the process ended up being delayed, so I never ended up having it that year. I ended up having it in my senior year, so I kind of just didn't get to play at all my last 2 years in high school.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how many years did you spend in Spire, in Ohio?
It was 4 years,
4 years?
from freshman to senior.
So, do you like Ohio? Michigan fans over here.
I've heard mixed reviews about
Be
Ohio.
careful.
No, but
Just saying.
I prefer Michigan for sure.
Okay.
For Michigan?
Especially where I was at, we were like 40 minutes from Cleveland, but that was about it. We were
Okay.
really like next to the lake, so there really wasn't much going on.
Is that
Yeah.
right?
Very small city.
Not
A lot more to
much.
do here.
No,
For sure,
pretty
yeah.
all flat,
Okay.
kind of boring state, but
Yeah.
That's
that
what
live in
I've
Ohio
heard.
seem to love
They
Ohio.
love Ohio.
Hey,
Ohio.
we had a great night. We had a great night in Cleveland. Though.
Hey, I won't say it's a bad time.
You ended up stealing what did you steal? This?
I wouldn't even say it stole at all. I wouldn't use that word. I might have borrowed a statue of a bull because I felt like it described a lot of things in life, and we needed that as a reminder. So we took that with us out of a house party that we were at.
Yeah, it just.
I don't blame that on him.
So yeah, our experience in Ohio was pretty eventful. So Spire, from Spire to Rochester University. How? Why? Who?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I heard you guys were gonna be here, so
Yeah, very good point. Very good point.
There's a lot of unique people in Rochester. A lot of people that do want to help you get somewhere, but I feel like you can find yourself here. There's lots of different paths you can take once you get
Yeah,
here.
I'd say it's super diverse. Obviously I don't go to your guys' college at all, but I did no college actually, just went right into real estate. But I would say based off of everybody that I've met there, super diverse. Everybody's got something different to bring to the table, and
Yeah, actually, a lot of international guys come to the school, which is interesting because it's not a big school, but I'm international. A bunch of teammates are international. Is international, so we ended up there, and great environment. So great opportunities there for life and everything. So what was just like? Who put you in contact with them, or did anybody know the school before?
No, man. So I unfortunately graduated high school right when the pandemic started.
Okay.
So everything went on lockdown and all
Right.
that. And Spire shut down as well. So they ended up sending everyone home.
Oh, they had to completely shut down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got family friends here in Farmington Hills, which is like half an hour from where we are right now. I don't know why I'm telling you know that already.
How long have you two known about each other and known each other in general?
So I've known him since probably a year before Stella Azzurra. So I've been knowing him since a long time. Personally, though,
Well, what was that? What year?
what year?
Yeah.
You said you were. How old were you when you went to Aspire?
16,
No, sorry, to Stella Azzurra.
40,
14. Now you are 20,
almost 20.
almost 22. So we're like 8 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it was a long time, but we actually met in person this year, right?
Yeah, actually,
You probably met my brother before me.
I never met your brother.
He saw you though. He
Did
told
he?
me he saw you.
I never.
Okay.
I don't think the people know who your brother is. You might wanna-
No, it's okay. They know. They know.
I'll be 100% no, bro.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
I did not know that. What am I trying to say?
How you doing?
Hey,
You can say anything you want if you want to come in.
we're live right now.
You're good. You're good. It's all good.
I didn't know your brother had a brother.
Okay.
There you go.
So okay, perfect. Yeah.
And then when I looked over the Rochester roster, I saw Gallinari. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So I looked into it a bit more, and I was like, oh damn.
Yeah. So, but we actually met the first time this year, probably in person. Yeah.
My memory is getting bad, so
So yeah, but
we'll go with your word.
I remember you meeting this year for the first time. So, do you like basketball?
But man, it's
What do
kind
you
of
think about basketball? How is basketball in your life? Because in my life, it helped me a lot. But now I'm at the point where you have to decide if you want to keep playing basketball or do something else, and I might be doing something else.
And I totally agree with you. That's kind of
Yeah.
where I'm at right now as well.
Eventually,
You
you
know-
gotta put the jersey up
Yep.
for most of us.
For who doesn't know, Logan Ealing is the best dunker and best shooter in Michigan. So
I do play basketball too. I look like a real estate agent as well, but I do play basketball.
He's a future real estate agent. It's coming
Stefano
in.
Sports is not great.
We don't know that. I told him when we were on the drive over, I said, we don't know. I got to pick up the rock. We're going to shoot some baskets after this. You know what? He said, maybe I could be a prodigy. So
Never say never.
we got to try something
You
at some
definitely have to
point.
try it.
You know?
Quit in 5th grade.
Uh-huh.
So basketball brought you here, Rob, but what are your next steps? What do you have in mind for you? What projects you think you can bring forward? Now that, thanks to the advertisement that you had, you have a very good fan base, especially on Instagram, and you're verified. Which is a great thing. I wish I was verified.
He's been after a verification for years.
For years, so
How did that even happen? How did you even get verified in the first place? I mean, what was like the thing that made it happen for you?
It was, I believe it was my first overtime interview, or piece that I did with them.
Okay. And who did that interview for you?
overtime.
Overtime.
Oh, that's who it is?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
see,
know
I'm
what that
completely unfamiliar with this.
Yeah, I was,
Overtime is a huge page.
Okay.
Basketball.
yeah, I was Aspire, and then they hit us up, and I ended up filming with them like a whole piece. And then after that, I ended up kind of blowing up again, but this time in the US mostly.
Right.
And then I applied for
The verification on Instagram,
and then 2 weeks later, I just woke up with
the check.
Come
Did
on.
they send you anything? They were like, all right, here it is?
No, actually, no.
Okay.
I just
Interesting.
randomly went there one day and it was right there.
Fed's been trying to find
No, it's great.
newspaper
So
clips.
I've been
I
trying
think a
to
lot of people are super interested in that topic. You know how many people, influencers are out there trying to get
fix your
verification.
chain. I cannot look at you with your chain a little bit like this, please.
Tuck it
Inside,
in. Just tuck it in.
which you fucking everything up over there.
It's good. It's good.
It's good.
I think
Great.
it's good.
So
We'll fix it.
stop touching stuff. You touch good. What was I about to say? I don't remember.
The
No, I've
verification.
been trying to like getting verified for the longest. I went through the process, sent my documents, put down like articles that I had. Nothing.
It's a touchy
Nothing.
subject for him.
Believe me, I tried it too. I was like, you know what? Maybe there's a chance. I'm known for nothing, but I'll try it.
Hey, you're the biggest realtor in Michigan.
I guess that's true. You know, that's the thing I got going for me. Number one, Michigan realtor, soon to be in Florida as well. Let me know. Stefano Terriciano.
So
What's this hoodie brand that you're wearing? You've been talking about that.
Oh yeah, these are my friends at Plus 2 Clothing, and you know, they send me some stuff. They make like specifically clothing for like tall people.
Are they based out of Michigan?
No, they're in Australia.
Australia. Okay. That's awesome.
What's going on in Australia, man?
What's going on? What is going on in Australia? Do you know?
have you ever been in Australia?
Hell no.
Hell
And I
no.
don't plan on going there.
You don't-
A specific reason?
Yeah, insects. I hate insects, bro.
Oh, yeah, okay. I get spiders. I get that. I know they got spiders the size of like dinner plates over there, so I can imagine if I woke up and that thing was by my head, I'd go jump off the building. I don't know, right out the window. So
Good point. Might as well do it.
I'm the same way. I get that.
So no Australia for you, no Australia for you. But in Romania there are insects. In Italy it's packed of mosquitoes. Romania,
You
nothing?
guys got big ass mosquitoes as well.
Yeah, bro, they bite and they just like, I get like huge bumps like this. I'm allergic to that.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's very bad. I'm not, yeah.
What about the crypto world? You like the crypto world?
Hell yeah. That's
When did you get into that?
it was the beginning of 2021.
Okay, so when the boom started with crypto and everything.
I guess, yeah. I mean, for me, I didn't really know what was going on, you know.
Yeah, right.
So, but looking back, yeah, I mean, Bitcoin was like 30K, and then it kind of just blew up from there.
Mm-hmm. So you just start studying a little bit. What about, because after that, you know, then we enter in the NFT world and everything, and that's very interesting, especially this guy right here knows a lot about it. And you got into that too?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit?
I'm on for off so far, so
Okay.
no complaints. But I'm mostly in crypto for now.
Okay.
You know, just trying to steadily increase my capital.
Mm-hmm.
So
Did you
I can-
invest in some cryptos?
Oh yeah, of course.
Tell us what cryptos are.
No
We're not
financial
financial
They're
advice.
all gonna take off right now.
We're not financial advisors, but we're gonna listen to Rob.
Our opinions.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch, man. The biggest one for me probably was Luna. Are you guys familiar with it?
I am familiar with that.
Yeah, I
one,
was there when Luna went down to $3.9. So let's just say
Okay.
$4.
Right.
What's
And
that now?
What is it at now? Do
What's
you
it at
know?
now?
90 something.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. Okay.
There was like a 20x,
Yeah.
but it did go up as like 110 or something. So there would have been a 25x.
That's
And
insane.
you invested in, was it 3.9?
Now that's the problem, man. I never invested in it.
Oh,
I looked at it. I was waiting for 3.5. I got
Okay.
greedy. I got really greedy, which you never should in the crypto world, obviously.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Everybody wants to be a little bit greedy in the crypto
Or
world.
you get your little refill.
Apple juice. It's important for the brain.
What about NFT projects, dude?
So I'm a big fan of like the whole Luna ecosystem. They got a bunch of like great projects in there.
Can you tell us
So
more about that too, though?
yeah, the NFTs or
The NFTs with
Okay,
that
okay.
project.
'Cause like
So-
most of these people, they probably don't even know. Like it's not even mainstream yet, as
right,
you know.
of course. Well, so Luna is basically like a different kind of Ethereum. You know, they got their own blockchain, their own like ecosystem,
Right.
and also their fees are basically non-existent, which
Okay.
makes it very efficient.
Right.
So when it comes to NFTs, like again, you don't really have to pay anything to sell or to.
Those gas fees
Yeah.
they'll eat at your profits. I've seen that myself.
So
Take a little sip just to forget, you know.
It hurts me every time I think about it.
But yeah, Luna's got their own like NFT marketplace. They got quite a few actually, but their main one, that's when there's this project called Luna Bulls,
Okay.
and it's literally like pixelated bulls.
Yeah.
Right.
And I got into that. I ended up flipping them for like a 5x.
Wow.
Nice.
Um,
How many days or weeks was that you did that over?
bought them in the morning, sold them at night.
That's awesome.
That's for me. It's just a quick trade for now.
Yeah.
Right. You're
Easy
just trying to
money right
get that capital up, but do you think until you can get to a higher end, probably more like a blue chip
Exactly.
type of project?
Yeah, exactly.
Is there any specific bigger project that you would really like to be a part of? I mean, we know Bored Ape Yacht Club, of course. Is there any specific one that you're really wanting to get into?
Not for now.
Okay.
Like you mentioned, Bored Ape Club.
Yeah.
That
But you
one.
need to have a little bit of capital for that.
Oh no, for sure. I'm just saying if like you had one right now that you were like, okay, somebody was gonna give you one, which one would you want? And not even just going based off of expensive wise, you know,
Right.
but what you think could actually have a real big impact maybe on, you know, people or the planet, because a lot of these projects have things besides just, you know, a picture. It has some kind of utility or
Exactly.
some kind of mission or goal.
Well, I think all these like profile picture NFTs, they're gonna go away real soon.
Right, right. I would agree with you 100%.
Regarding the Twitter, the profile picture,
Yeah.
on Twitter, now you can have a Twitter Blue that you pay
Yeah.
like monthly or something.
I actually got that
Yeah.
just for myself. I was seeing it as soon as it came out the day of. I
Yeah.
got it done. I think it was $3 per month. I was like, okay, it's a small price to pay to get connected to the right people. I feel like once they see that, they know that you're verified. You connect your actual wallet to it.
Yeah, the cool thing
So
is
they
that
know.
you can put your actual NFT as a profile
Yeah,
picture.
so
that-
they know you actually own it too. It's verified then technically on the blockchain.
Yeah.
So then you can actually start interacting, I think, with more higher up people rather than, you know, a lot of these people will just put a profile picture of a Bored Ape and they won't even own it.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
Right, that's
Thank
it.
goodness for the blockchain.
Yeah.
No, I put My Woman Rise NFT as my Instagram
Yeah.
photo, and I got a lot of people
lot of
texting
people
me
talking
asking
about
what's
it.
going on, but it's a new world, so people don't really know
Yeah.
what to think when they see that. But
Yeah, Web3 is definitely going to change a lot of things, and I think that's why it's super important that people are getting on video and talking about things, especially in that space. But it's very
Also,
interesting.
I remember you mentioned to me about growing your personal image. You know.
Yeah, my personal brand. Yeah.
Yes. So about that, what are your like projects?
Well, the first project was to start posting on Instagram.
Yep. Which you did.
Yeah, which
And you got verified.
No, you without
that was a long time
without
ago.
even posting.
Oh, without even posting. Okay.
That's the level we're talking about.
Man, I went like over 3-4 years without posting a single picture.
Wow. And you had that verification the whole time?
Basically, yeah.
That's
there's not many people like
that,
that.
I don't think there's many out there like that.
It's
No.
impressive. It's impressive.
Yeah, we build different.
Yeah, we built
awesome.
He's built different. I'm still here trying to grab a verification somehow, but
Yeah.
going back to your personal brand.
I mean, you know, again, like I said, like I never posted anything in like 4 years because I just didn't want to put myself out there. You know, I mean, I'm a quiet guy. I like to keep to myself, so I saw no point in putting stuff out there about me, especially because everywhere I go, people will already put stuff just when they see me,
Right.
and I don't even have a saying in that. You know,
Right.
so like, kind of, you know, I was like, what's the point of me doing it?
Is that annoying for you, by the way?
No, I mean, you get used to it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, obviously, it's really nice when people are considerate, you know,
Right.
and they're
More so genuine than just like, wow, he's really tall.
correct. But I mean, even if, look, I get it, like, you don't see a 7'7" dude every day.
Right.
Like, actually, this is the first time you probably kind of get to see me, like, in person.
Yeah. No, I think I might have seen you at Logan's house maybe one time before, maybe not. I'm not for sure.
But you don't remember much.
No. Yeah.
Now you
Exactly.
kinda-
I got a bad memory in general.
I'll tell you
so.
more. Like there are people, most of the people in the world go an entire lifetime without seeing people over like I would say like 6'11".
I was gonna say, when I first met you, I thought you were super, super tall. Like,
I thought it was pretty
I
tall
mean,
too.
I'm 5'8", maybe, on a good day, you know, so I've never seen anybody even like Federico's probably size, and like, not often. And then when I met Aldrin, I was like, okay, Aldrin's super tall.
Yeah.
He's 7'2". He's also part of our program, so we've always had guys in our program that are around 7'2" on the team, and then obviously when you add a 7'7", 7'2"
that's what
doesn't
they got
seem
me.
like much anymore.
Huh? That's how they got you,
Maybe
huh?
that's why they got me.
That's why they got you, right?
And is 7'7", is that the official height for you? Because I've seen, when I Googled you, I've seen some discrepancies. Some people are like 7'8", some were saying 7'7".
Well, of course, because
Depends on the shoes.
7'8", you know,
Right.
is more dramatic.
Yeah, of course.
And then it will be 7'9" and so forth. But no, it's 7'7".
Okay. All right.
Maybe with high heels, 7'8", but
High heels will look good on you, don't worry.
Yeah.
But so you were, I know you mentioned me about almost starting like a podcast. Is that something that you still are considering, or even TikTok, or even YouTube? What do you think?
yeah, man. I mean, I've been trying to get into all that because I'm finally like, you know, something clicked in my brain. So I'm kind of accepted that like I have to put stuff out there because I have certain tools that other people just don't have. I mean, I'm basically like a walking billboard, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
People pay a lot of money for that, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And I got it for free. So
Yeah.
if I just put, you know, the pieces together properly, you know, I think it can greatly benefit me. So kind of like you said, you know, right now I'm just trying to spread my branches. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Kind of go to TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. The next step for me is indeed, like you said, kind of starting like a small podcast. That's gonna go on YouTube, and then we'll just take it from there. But
Yeah. It's a great.
People talk a lot about TikTok. Like when TikTok first started coming out, everybody looked at it as just this like kids that got on there dance. You just don't want to be part of that, but you are kind of intrigued by it. You just kind of want to watch. But it is the quickest platform to grow. Some people are using it as a business model. How fast can I grow my personal brand? And if you're looking for a personal brand, I mean, TikTok, you can see you can only have a couple followers, but then your video can blow up for millions of views. And what do you think about doing like TikTok? Like what kind of material would you put on there if you did start?
well, I actually just made an account like a few weeks back. For now, I just put like my piano stuff in there. You know, I play the piano, so.
Okay. How long have you been
Look
doing
at them
piano
piano
for?
fingers right there.
I started at 14,
Okay.
but I'm self-taught. I never had a
Okay, I was
teacher.
gonna say, did you take lessons, or
No.
is there any specific things you like to play, or?
Just good songs. You know?
Okay.
Anything that pleases my ear.
How'd you get into that?
I don't know, man. I just got a calling for that. Like I really,
Yeah.
that and music production. That's something that I really learned in the past year or so.
With
So-
music production, what do you mean? Because to me, music production is really having like a little board with buttons. They're like, you know, like a DJ kind of stuff.
Well, there's a difference between DJing, you know, and music production.
100%. That's why I'm asking you.
So every song you hear, right? There's the artist. If there is even vocals, right? There's the singer, the rapper, whatever. But then the person who goes behind the scenes and like makes everything sound good. You know, when you hear like the fancy sounds and whatnot, the drops, that's all from like the music production perspective.
Okay.
So personally, I'm really into EDM, electronic music. So in EDM, usually a music producer is just a producer, and then you also have the artist, who are like two different entities. But in the EDM world, the artist is also the producer, because you make the entire song.
Right.
And I might feature your vocals, but then I will just feature you in the song.
Right.
But I'm still an artist myself.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, music production is just like next level. I mean, I'm still learning a lot, but it's really cool. I
You
love
could
it.
be the next, you know how Shaq started getting into all the DJing. You
Yeah.
could be the next tallest. Shaq will never be that tall, so you might as
Shaq
well take that over.
defined himself as DJ Diesel, and he said the biggest DJ in the world, which is true, right?
Right.
That's great. You can be the tallest one.
For
Who
sure.
knows?
It goes back to your talents or your gifts that you were given.
Yeah,
I mean,
You're gonna see
you have
Robert
too many
tomorrow
years.
night like this. Let's go.
Hey, bro,
Going
people,
crazy.
people will hate me. The people behind me.
They're gonna be on stage, so it won't matter.
It's gonna be the only
Yeah.
one on stage.
Do you have any other hobbies? I mean, other than basketball, I mean, it's not really a hobby, but would you have anything other than basketball and piano music production that you're interested in? Obviously crypto, but is there
No.
anything else out there that you're really...
I'm good at chess.
Chess?
Yeah, I like
Okay,
chess.
that's
It's a
actually
good
really
thing to
cool.
be good at.
Do you guys play chess?
I do not.
Checkers.
I do not. I've done checkers. I've played chess probably, maybe 12 times in my life. Was I good at it?
Just to be
Yeah,
precise.
very specific number. All right, I've counted. I've kept track. We'll have to play sometime.
I played chess before.
I know how to play it, so I'm
So
gonna
I
be
know
fair.
how they move, but there are actually books about strategies on how to play. You study that or you just play?
Not yet, but I've looked into that a little bit.
Yeah?
I mean, there's people who make a living of playing chess. So,
Yes.
Like, it's next level. Like,
That is
So
crazy.
then, were you a big fan of that Netflix movie that came out?
yeah, that was.
Was it Queen's Gambit?
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken.
I'm
Yeah.
not prepared for this one. You
That
actually,
was a really good movie.
Did you
I was
watch
a
it?
huge fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I liked it. My parents turned it on. I was like, I don't know too much about chess, whatever. It was actually really good, super educational.
Yeah?
It was a good movie.
You learned a lot?
Maybe I didn't learn a lot, but I figured out some things along the way.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a flex to be able to play chess.
Yeah,
If you
I
say
mean,
you
I
know
don't.
chess, people
Not many
respect you
people
right
I think are out there that just know it and are probably good at it. If you ever played up against anybody that's pretty decent at it, and
Well, depends what you define.
just like your friends, or you doing at anybody that's really good at chess that's been playing for a long time, and you're like, okay, I just beat them. This is a pretty next level up thing.
I got a friend from Turkey. He used to be like the national championship.
Oh,
I
really?
mean, the national champion,
Okay.
but like the youngsters. So
Okay.
he's really good, but he's beaten me every single time.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
You're gonna get it next time. I feel like.
I think about piano and chess.
Yeah.
Two hobbies that I never really experienced, but I would like to, especially piano. Piano is very interesting.
Both very classy things to do. I'll tell you that
Yeah,
much.
girls like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing to talk about. What's the love life like?
no, man, I'm a lone wolf. I do
Yeah.
my own thing. So
I hear, but do people ever girls on Instagram, social media try to reach out and say stuff to you? How do you protect yourself with that?
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to you about it a little bit. But
I'm not now.
This guy's a professional. He'll know exactly what to say.
well,
But yeah, no, I can definitely help you out.
are you
text-
gonna edit this? Are you gonna cut parts out or not?
Huh?
Are you gonna cut parts in this or not?
Yeah.
Should I say certain things or?
You can
Yeah,
say
you
whatever
can
you
Say
want.
whatever you want, and whatever you're comfortable with, we'll leave in or take out.
Oh yeah.
There is this person, right, who follows you.
Oh,
She got like 500,000 followers, so and the blue check mark.
she followed me?
Yeah, man, she DM'd me, and I was like, hold up, what?
Don't say names.
Federico. No
Don't say
names
names,
out there.
Federico.
No, I'm thinking about 500,000 followers, verified. From where?
I don't know.
You don't know?
We did not go into that, but
What did she say?
I feel like it was just a basic hey or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Did you respond?
No.
No? Did you think she was attractive?
I'm not a big fan of too much makeup, so
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Makes sense.
Okay.
What do you have? What do you look for in a girl though? When you imagine yourself with somebody someday, there's certain things that you want them to be part of. There's I know Aldrin that goes to our school, part of our program as well. He's always coming to us I need a 6'3", 6'4" girl. He
Your
has a
future
certain
wife
height
could
type
be
of-
watching this right now. So
could be.
So, to everybody, Robbie's single. So,
hit him in the DM, but not with just a hey. Okay.
Or an emoji.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly though.
But no, height is not a problem. If anything, not too tall, because the genes would not be.
Correct.
What do you think would be your ideal tallness for a woman? that you
tallness,
talk to?
that's good.
Tallness, height.
That's a
Height. 5'11".
5'11". Okay. That's
It's good.
Right.
that's respectable.
5'11" is great for me.
That's where I draw
But
my
I can
line.
go even to
Taller than me, so
5'11"? That's the tallest you'll go?
No, the tallest, I'm at 6'5", and I just like couldn't.
6'5"?
6'5" is basically as tall as me. Like that's not,
Then
that's
you
not,
have
as,
heels.
it's not, it's just not very like, I don't know, it's not attractive to me, I would say.
I don't discriminate on anything. So she's attractive and she's tall, and you're out there. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, but that's interesting because I mean, it's always not super easy to find girls, and it's not always super easy to handle girls, especially when you are a famous person. Like we think that like is you become famous, you're verified, and like life becomes easy, but it's not. Life becomes way more difficult, especially also with girls. They try to reach out for you just to try to
Get
get
some
money
clout
out of you.
you, something
know.
like that.
And that's difficult. That's very difficult. Now happened to me, but man.
How is it out in public? Do you ever go out to like any clubs or any bars like that?
No, I don't. It would be too crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. Okay, so when you're out though, I mean, you gotta have a bunch of people walking up to you. Hey, can I take a picture with you? Does that happen pretty often when you do go out?
Pretty much every time.
Okay, I figured. So, all right, those girls like, hey, like, can I get your number? Or they're trying to hit on you. Do you notice that?
Occasionally.
Yeah.
But, it's not like that really goes anywhere because,
Right. Might be.
once I put like any type of personal information out there,
Right.
like they can just pass it on to like a million other people.
Yeah, that's very true.
So
You don't want to have your phone blowing off the hook like 24/7.
That's why you always go for the Instagrams first. You can't just be giving out personal information.
Yeah, maybe we'll get you a burner phone or something.
The one that
Yeah, a flip phone. And if somebody just gets you starts popping off with people you don't want to hear from, you just break it and throw it out in the trash.
we take care of it. So I'm offering you this. I know clubbing and bars is not your atmosphere because I mean it will get hella crazy. But if I get a section that nobody's gonna bother us, would you
Rope
come
off,
with
of
me?
course.
Huh?
Where?
Where? If we do that at the club, not in Detroit. If we're gonna do that, we do a club in Los Angeles, in Miami, New York, Milan. I take you to Milan.
Maybe.
Maybe? I'll take a maybe.
You've been to Milano before too?
I have not.
No.
Maybe actually, I may have taken the train over there, but I never like walked around.
Yeah. So what countries have you been?
Too many, man. I'm getting old. I can never remember.
What was your favorite one?
To live in or to visit?
Visit.
Not Italy.
Not Italy.
Not Italy.
Not Italy?
Feels hurt.
See, I'm
I'm glad I'm a fake Italian now. Okay? I said I'm glad I'm like a fake Italian now because I'm not feeling that hurt. You
I give
know?
you shit all the time because you're big Italian and now
I'm American
you're
today.
getting your payback.
No, like Italy was cool.
Yeah, Italy was it's fun. I like the lifestyle back home. I like the lifestyle in Europe in general way better than here, man.
I don't.
Yeah,
But
but
to
here-
answer your question, did you ask me? Spain?
visit.
Yeah, no,
No,
Milano.
I'm sorry, you said
Yeah.
Spain.
Spain.
Spain
What
was
was in Spain that you liked so much?
The food was different.
Yeah.
Like they got a lot of. Well, what I had was like fish and octopus and stuff like that. Like,
Okay. Big seafood guy?
a little bit,
Yeah.
once in a while, but
You like the girls over there. That's what he's really getting at.
Yeah. Was it the women?
maybe.
I could imagine. I went to Spain. I feel like it would probably be a problem.
Spanish women are beautiful.
I don't disagree.
You don't need, have you ever met some?
Have I ever met some Spanish women? Yes. Definitely have met some Latinas in my time.
In your time.
My small 24 years on this planet.
What about with how close your country is to Ukraine? You have friends in Ukraine?
I actually don't, which is kind of crazy. Because
That's
I got friends like every other country but Ukraine
Really?
Oh, really?
around us. Yeah.
Okay, and so Romania is like on the border with Ukraine, something like that.
Yeah,
It's on the
they're
border,
like right above us.
Yes. So the situation right now is crazy. How is it like? I don't know. Your parents live back home.
Yeah.
Do you talk to them a lot about the situation with Ukraine and everything? Do they something happen over there or nothing? Because in Italy it's pretty chill. Nothing crazy.
I mean, you have nothing to worry about, yeah.
Yeah, no, in Italy, in the history, we always choose the side that wins.
Of course.
By the end of the war, we always choose the side that wins. So,
At the end of the war, yeah.
you know, and we do
You're signing
that
that
secretly.
treaty.
We do that secretly. So we see them all, we're like, yeah, okay, they're gonna win. So let's go like that. Don't tell anybody. Very, very sneaky, and we just make a deal.
Very
with
sneaky.
them. Hey, it's called
Always.
talent. But how's
Those Italians.
Romania right now?
I mean, Romania is basically Ukraine. Like country-wise, we're exactly the same. We're just a different name. We might have a different culture, different language, but if you were to walk around, like they're the same exact stuff. So, I mean, you know, we have a bunch of refugees coming in right now.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all over Europe too.
So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just we are part of NATO, so like
Okay.
I guess that's
I
a
didn't know
plus.
that. Yeah, that's a huge plus.
But still, I mean, it's messed up, man. You know, people dying for no reason. You know,
I know.
we already
That's-
have people dying every day for no reason, and now we just add another one for no reason. And
Right.
Is there ever a goal for you to maybe move your family back into or over here into America, or do you want to be back over there?
Neither. So I don't want to, like you said earlier, you like Europe. That's not really for me. I much rather prefer the lifestyle around here. But at the same time, the U.S. is just it's weird. It's great, but
It's
like
different.
it's also weird.
No.
I mean,
And-
especially from you experienced the opposite. Like, I mean, that you lived here and then you came in Italy. So
Growing up here, because I'm from up north Michigan, growing up here, I was in a very small town, so I only knew a certain amount. Then moving to Metro Detroit area, very different for me. So I come from an opposite side, I guess. So now, once I start to visit these different countries, I start to see like how much we actually have here in America. But there's other countries I'd like to visit too, because I don't know like where I would want to end up. I mean, family's here, so that's why I asked you that question, because I always want to be close to family, not too far, but I'd love to be in a spot again with like all of us in the same position. So
I really want to visit Iceland and Singapore.
Singapore and Iceland.
Those are two spots I really want to go to.
Any specific reasons for those?
Well, first off, Iceland is cold, so
Okay.
he really likes the cold.
Is there any specific reason you like the cold so much? You snowboard?
no,
You don't know about it yet?
the tallest snowboarder. Yeah. No, it's just like, especially after my surgery, my body just overheats a lot.
Okay.
Especially in the summer, it's like unbearable.
Oh, really?
So like, if there's no AC on, like I'm dying.
Okay.
So I can't deal with that. Like I need my snow, I need my cold weather. But both countries are also very crypto friendly,
Oh, yeah. You know what?
and that's
a very
another
good
problem
point.
with the U.S. You
Very good
guys
point.
tax so much here,
Right.
37% last year. Like
That's
Yeah.
insane. Yeah.
No,
Especially
I
in LA, where it's
understand
like
that.
50%.
LA's
It's
on
a whole
another
different-
level
yeah, it's
over
its
there
own
on
category.
taxes. You know, Michigan's not great either. Florida's a safe haven, I would say, for taxes as far as what state to go to for that.
Texas.
That would be
Texas.
Texas for
Texas.
sure as well.
Nevada.
Nevada, yeah. Actually, that's like where most of the people go now from Michigan that we notice are moving out are all going to Florida, Nevada, and Arizona as well.
Puerto Rico is like another thing too that people.
you see what they all have in common though?
What?
It's so hot over there.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Right.
We visited Puerto Rico with our
Yeah.
program, and that was the first time we were in Puerto Rico. I liked it over there, but we were only there for a week, so I mean, how much can you really get to know about Puerto Rico in a week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any specific? Okay, I'm sure at some point here, you know, I was talking about if you had one NFT and he brought up, well, that requires a lot of capital. You're gonna, I'd imagine, at some point want to buy some crazy. Are you into cars or anything like that?
No, man, cars are a very bad investment in my opinion.
I agree. I mean, hey, if we're getting into supercars and hypercars, definitely there is some ones that are going to hold value. But is there like any car that you have specifically in mind that's like your dream car if you were not caring about money at all, just the car itself?
I mean, right now it's like the new Hummer, the EV.
Okay.
Have you seen them?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
You know, I need a big car, like a tall one,
Right.
obviously.
That makes sense for
And
sure.
usually pickup trucks have the most space in the front.
Okay, how do you feel about G-Wagons? Because I know probably people in the comments are going to be like, well, what about a G-Wagon? That's a great car and that's huge. You would think it's huge.
Yeah, it's not really
Not your style.
not my style.
Okay.
Do you have a driver's license here?
I do not.
No.
Hey, it's
Why
a
is
long
that?
ass process, man.
For real?
Yeah. You need to get a social security number first.
Well, maybe they like me and they'll.
Yeah, for sure they like you better than me because I'm a pain.
If he walks into the DMV with me, I'll have him in and out in 5 minutes.
But you're the boss of Michigan. What are we talking about?
You say.
You didn't even help me out getting my driving license, man.
You never asked.
We didn't know each other at the time. That's
That's
true.
true.
That's
True.
true.
Only relationships. Yeah. So what? So even picking you up here, I mean, we have to choose what type of car we're going to do. Like, what would you actually prefer? Like, what's the most comfortable that you've sat in? Like,
Yeah, because that seems like a common question.
the world is not built for certain people over like even like 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
So I can only imagine what that's like.
I mean, any like taller vehicle, even if it doesn't have to be an SUV, but even if it's like in the middle,
Yeah.
as long as it's not low, we're good.
Yeah.
Because I'm just gonna put the seat like all the way backwards, so
Are you
no
able
one's
to
gonna
drive
sit
it?
behind me. But
Yeah. Are you able to drive it though?
that's a different question.
Have you even driven yet in the U.S.?
Not on the road, like in the parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like one of your buddies was like, hey,
yeah. We tried like a pickup truck, and
did it go well?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm here today, so.
So you're in the dorms at Rochester. This was very important for me to ask this question. Those beds, I know they just throw them in there. Did they have to do something custom for you, or give you your own dorm room, or was there something specific that they did?
Yeah, so I mean, I got the first room to the right, so like I don't have to walk all the way to the hallway because the
Right.
ceiling is low. So
Is what is like 8?
no, it's
foot?
lower because I
Lower
do
than that?
have to.
Okay. Wow.
It's probably like 7'5". I don't know.
When we lived in the dorms, the room that he lives in is where I used to get my hair cut my freshman
Yeah,
year. I used to
right.
get
Yeah.
bumped in there.
Yeah.
$10 a haircut.
Okay.
Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
But no, I mean, so I got a room all to myself,
Right.
which is good because my stuff's everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
I got too much stuff for 2 people in there.
So like bed situation though, like sleeping. I mean, how does that work for you? I mean, did they give you a longer bed, or you
No,
literally
it's
like
a- it's a
hang off
regular-
the bed a little bit?
Just hanging out a little bit.
He used to hang off the
You
bed.
used
We used
to.
to-
I used to hang off the
You
bed.
did?
I don't want to imagine him.
It's not even that bad.
You
It's
did you
like,
ever bring it up to them though? Did you ever say, "Hey guys, maybe we can dish out a little bit more coin to help me out"? Because I would have asked. That would have been my first thing. I would have been like, "I need a good sleep. How am I going to play basketball if I'm not on the bed all night?" You know?
I really would if there was a problem,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Okay. So you're just kind of used to it. It's not a big deal. It's not your like
No,
your whole leg is off.
no, like halfway.
Okay, so it's not terrible.
What's studying like in America compared to when you grew up? Because he says it's a huge difference. He says we're actually almost dumb compared to like.
Oh,
what they
yeah, for
actually
sure.
is.
Boy.
And Italy, and when I went to Italy, I thought, oh my god, these guys are dumb.
Yeah. Holy shit.
So the school system in Europe, I'm sorry, in Romania, it's really bad, like hard.
Yeah.
And it's why a lot of people dropping out, even out of high school,
Yeah.
because they just can't do it.
Not as
But if you do it, like you're gonna come out with a lot of information out of it,
yeah.
especially like foreign languages, that's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was 14, I left Romania to go to Italy, and I basically spoke fluent English.
That whole time went right when you left from 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I never had this experience, like talking to an actual American or someone
Right.
who spoke fluently.
And
But
you
when
were
I went
already-
there, like I could condone not condone. What's the word I'm looking for?
What's the worst, Steph? Come on.
you know what? I'm American. We'll leave this one alone.
You just start to kind of learn. I mean, I always wondered with him too, because when he first moved in, I didn't know how it was going to work because we were dorm roommates. I didn't know, like, is it going to be tough for me to communicate with him? What's this experience going to be like? He spoke a lot of broken English, and once
And his
you start to
accent
learn-
too makes it a little bit more difficult, I would say. Sometimes I still don't even understand what you say to me.
After years of friendship,
Yeah,
you still don't understand.
I'm like, I have to ask him to repeat himself a lot.
Because
Honestly.
as Americans too, we speak. When I like went over to Milan and Riccione and started talking to people that did speak English, I started realizing I speak very fast compared to what I thought that people spoke. So they asked me to slow down a little bit. I would slow down kind of stuff. I wouldn't use as big of words, but you got the hang of it pretty quickly.
Yeah, no, it took me. I kind of knew English a little bit already from school, but in Italy it's terrible. Second language there is terrible. So actually learning a lot in Kansas, and then with Logan basically every day. So
Let me
you
ask you
do it-
this, hold up. For you two,
Yeah.
which accent do you find like
More
easier to understand, mine or his?
honestly, you, because I feel like, hey, hold on, because you're speaking slower, first off,
Okay.
right? Your voice is a little deeper for sure, but his is more, you're quicker. You're quicker, and you do have the Italian accent, so for me, I'm like, it's the same thing with my grandparents. Like, even listen to my grandparents, sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what you just said. I know you spoke English. I'm going to just nod and be like, yeah, I know exactly what you said. I'll just go with it. But I've not had that issue at all with you.
No, I
as of
feel
yet.
like if people didn't know you and I were to come talk to you, I would ask you questions where you're from and everything, but I wouldn't know that you didn't speak English your entire life. With him, I introduce people and they're like, wait, what did you just say? Where you come from? Like, I can hear the accent. So, no, I would definitely say easier, but he's gotten a lot better over the years. It's taken time. So
Yeah.
when you're over there, though, in the school system, do they try to prepare you to get to the U.S.? Do they, like, is that why they will do English? Like, I know in Italy, he was like, they kind of wanted you to know that because it's the main language of the world. So you just kind of prepared for that when, at a young age.
So I mean, I don't know if they still do it the way they used to, like when I was by there.
Yeah.
But
Well, just to make sure, it looks like you're 40 years old. To make it seem like you're 40, so you're just 22. So
I mean,
actually, almost like you said, almost 21, almost 22,
it's almost 22.
almost 22.
When is your birthday?
17th July.
July 17th, remember that? Send him something in the mail.
Something nice.
Get you some
The
presents
best
or
year as
something.
well, 2000. So I never have to like do any math.
Yeah.
Which is now.
Yeah.
Never gonna forget your age. Not that.
Stuff. But yeah, so how was it like with the languages and everything?
I mean, you know, like I don't really know why the school system is so like tough. Because if you look at like the percentages of people that actually go to that next level, like you said, like come to the US or even get to travel the world and use that knowledge, it's very low.
Yeah.
Most people just drop out or they do nothing with that.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just that Eastern European mindset, which, you know, like you guys don't have to worry about because you're on the other part. But like I said, like most of the countries over there, kind of like Serbia, Romania, Ukraine, Bulgaria, all those, we have this in common. Like the school is pretty bad, and most people are actually trying to like make it to the West, whether
Right.
that's Europe or the US or whatever.
That's what I was saying. It seems like a goal, like you growing up. Like, we want you here, but also like if you want to go live out your dreams, you almost have to like leave for a certain amount of time. In our generation too, we also get asked, like, I mean, our age, a lot of times parents will come to us and be like, oh, what's your 5-year plan? What's your 10-year plan? We don't always have the answers. You take it step by step and you try to give them something, but where do you see it? Like, do you want to be in the US for only a certain amount of time, or?
We're talking about like the next 5 years.
Yeah, I'd say 5-10 year. I mean, I sound like the older generation that is asking this, but I mean, like, honestly, I
Sounds
mean,
like a dad.
we do think about it. I mean, like, we all want to have goals, so.
If you would have asked me this like a year ago, I would have said the US for sure. But now I don't know. I kind of just, I'm taking it a day at a time. You know, I see where this journey will take me.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm definitely open to moving to other places, and I really want to visit other places as well.
Yeah.
I don't know, Canada kind of seems like an interesting place.
Is it good for taxes?
Hey,
It's
you know
better.
what? I heard it's not that good for taxes. I heard it's not good for some things, but it's also good for other things. So
I mean,
I think
Drake's there.
Drake's there, so it can't be that bad, right? As long as you got a few $100 million, I mean, you can do anything though. So
He's trying to he's been living his lifestyle like he thinks he's Drake since 2019.
as soon as I learned about Drake, I was like, I want to be this guy.
But yeah, I had no idea who Drake was when I came in the USA. Did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had no idea.
Where were you living?
I would have definitely thought you would have
I
known.
never really listened to music as much until I came in the USA.
But then again, you know what? I seen some pictures of you prior to, like, I think you coming to the U.S.
What
What
do you
you kind of
think?
look like. You know, it kind of strikes me that you probably wouldn't know who Drake is.
Well, do I look like? Did I look like a nerd?
You kind of look a little, you look fresh. You just look fresh.
I look like a
You
nerd.
know?
I agree with that.
It's all right.
I agree with that.
You know, but it's all right. You figured it out, and now you got your own style.
I'm on my way out of here.
concerts and everything? Like you like going to concerts? You've been to concerts? I'm not much of a concert guy, so that's why I'm
I'm really not.
Yeah.
I feel like it's too many people for me.
I think
Like,
it depends on the experience. Like
if it was VIP, I'd go there. But am I going to be the person to dish out that kind of coin for a VIP experience? Maybe if it's Drake. Maybe I guess that if they could get a sick deal on some Drake concert tickets, if anybody wants to send those out to us, we'll all go out. Okay.
But also, like for me, like you guys don't have to worry about this, but like for me, I always have to be strategic with what I do,
Right.
Yeah.
and I gotta always keep in mind that social aspect because, like people can go crazy, and I've had bad experiences with people just.
That's why.
Well, like, what kind of
Interesting.
experience?
What was the bad experience?
Which one?
Oh man, how many is it really bad? I mean, like, we're talking like 10 really bad ones, or like 5 annoying people?
No, probably like over 10 really bad ones.
Really? Like what?
I mean, there's been multiple occasions on which like I needed like the security guard of like the place
Really?
to like help out.
Like somebody was talking shit to you, like they're
no.
trying to fight you, or they were
No,
like
no, you never went that far.
just annoyingly let me aggressive,
Yeah, just like getting too touchy and stuff.
right? Like let me take a picture with you.
And then here's the problem, when people approach me, people are usually shy. They're like I don't know, they're scared. I don't know.
Yeah.
But as soon as like the first person breaks the ice,
Right.
then everyone else follows.
And they feel super comfortable. They feel like they act like they know you, but they don't.
Right. Because also like when I'm there, like there's I don't know, like 50, 100 people around me, and they hear me answer the questions for everyone else. So
Right.
kind of like you said, they start to get more familiar.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, like you're still strangers to me.
Yeah, they're trying to act too buddy with you. Is what I would say.
Oftentimes, yeah, and yeah, I mean, I've had, like I said, situations in which I had like the security guards. They were like my bodyguards basically,
Yeah.
and I didn't even have to ask them. Like they just saw me and they're like, "All right, we got you."
They ever have to tase somebody in the
Not yet,
jack or something yet?
not yet, but
Did you ever think that you would have to bring a taser with you? You tase somebody? Or you think you could probably just hold somebody back? Probably. Just like, get away from me. Have you ever had to say to somebody like, hey, you're being a little aggressive, like calm down? Have you had to say anything to anybody? Or
Yeah,
did the
for
security guard kind of calm it down for you?
I mean both.
Yeah.
But I've definitely had to like speak up for myself
Right.
sometimes.
I was gonna say, even with me being in public with Aldrin, who's, 7'2", I'm not gonna act like it's only 7'2", but 7'2", people just come up and like, I've had times where I leave him for a certain amount of time in a place and I'll hear him like, Logan. And I gotta come over there because guys are like grabbing onto him, just like, I want a picture, and it seems like you just don't want to even go out to even just go deal with that type
Well,
of
for
stuff.
Aldrin, as soon as the girls come around, he loves that.
Yeah, he does.
He loves that.
We're teaching
I
him the
saw-
process.
I saw Aldrin 7'2" talking to a 5'2". Hey, it was the funniest shit ever.
Wasn't that the night we went out to Birmingham?
Yes.
Yeah, and I had to grab his phone, and you tell me if this ever happened for you. I had to get the girl's number for him because he couldn't really. It was super loud in there, and then for him to bend over to talk to this girl, like it was basically impossible. So I was like, honestly, just I'll get the number for you. Here you go. And you guys text, and so that was kind of interesting.
You were the middleman.
Yeah, it was like I was the middleman.
And
Yeah.
it's funny too to see him try to be security. Though.
Yeah, I was like, back off. All right.
Yeah, I know.
Got to put people in their place because they don't know their place. The public, the general public, especially in America, I feel like they'll just do whatever they want if you don't set some boundaries.
No, you have
You
to.
know?
So what do you see like once basketball comes to an end? Because for all of us, it comes to an end. Like, what would you prefer? Like, I mean, you want to go down a career path of building your brand yourself, so entrepreneur type mindset. Is there like a certain like type of career you want to do with that? Like, make it about? Like, what is Rob's brand?
Man, I got some really ambitious goals,
Yeah.
but
Hey, you gotta be ambitious if you wanna make it, man.
yeah, I mean, so at the end of the day, coming from like an Eastern European country where life just sucks, I feel the need to like do something to address the problem.
Yeah.
But obviously, before I can help others, I have to help myself, right? So I gotta get in a good place first. So for now, it's just developing the brand and seeing what opportunities show up. But eventually, down the road, I would love to do something meaningful to like help things back home or just all around the world, really. Hopefully.
Is there a lot of kids that get adopted from Romania in general?
That's
I mean,
a
is that
good
like a
question.
thing? And I bring this up because my cousin was adopted from Romania.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it is connected, right? It's not just a random question. Not a random question. So my cousin was adopted from Romania when he was probably 5 years old. Came here by my aunt and uncle. Unfortunately, his life didn't work out too well for him, and he kind of went down not a very good path. But I think that's is that a thing in Eastern Europe, that there is a lot of kids that end up going into an orphanage if life isn't that great in those areas, and they end up coming here and getting adopted by an American family.
Well, see, I didn't even know if we have orphanages. That's
Okay.
kind of like a Western concept.
Really?
I don't know about Italy,
Yeah, no, we do.
but yeah, back there, I didn't even know.
Oh,
Really?
Okay.
okay.
But that's a good question. I never thought about it actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we don't necessarily get adopted in particular,
Right. Okay.
But
We should check the average number of kids that are adopted in Romania.
We could check that out.
Google.
They had one that they got from Russia and one from Romania. So, and their other two kids were adopted.
Adopting is an amazing thing, though.
No, it is super noble to take that on, But it takes a definite type of person to do that, I would say.
Yeah. I have maybe last question. I think we reached pretty an hour or something like that. But it's more a curiosity to me because so when you go in the weight room, I feel even to me, if I go bench something, even if I'm as strong as Logan, I cannot bench as much as him just because my arms are too long. So for you, it's probably even more like that. So what kind of workouts do you do in the weight room? Do you use more elastic bands? Do you use weights, or how is it for you in that case? Or is somebody help you or give you advices?
I mean, yeah, I've received a bunch of advice when it came to that. And ironically, now I am into bodybuilding.
Yeah.
That's a weird one, but
We used to be in the same lifting group when you first got here.
yeah. But here's the thing. So this is kind of a long answer, but
Hey man.
right now, I'm at a point in my life where my weight is nowhere near what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Right? I'm supposed to be 350.
Okay.
I'm barely 200.
Okay.
If you look at the percentage, we're talking about 35-40% lower than I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
And so it's tough for you to gain weight then?
I mean, it's very hard. So what I need to do is basically what professional bodybuilders do.
Yeah.
They eat all day, 7,000-8,000 calories every day.
How many are you trying to consume that amount right now?
I
Or?
have, but not anymore. It's too much work
Right.
mentally
Yeah,
and physically. It's just,
I could imagine.
and I don't have the time for it with school.
Right.
You just don't have the time.
7,000 to 8,000 calories.
I mean, the average amount for a regular person is 2,000 calories a day to maintain your weight, I believe.
That's insane.
So 7,000 to 8,000, that's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a full-time job.
I mean, I know when I was in high school, I had a really rough time trying to gain weight. And I'm 5'8", and even then I was probably even shorter. So for me, it was super hard to gain weight. I was probably stuck at 110 to maybe halfway through 11th grade. So it was tough for me, but I can imagine, being so tall, it's got to be a challenge.
Well,
How can you gain 7,000 calories? How can you get up to that a day? You gotta eat.
You gotta eat
I
a ton
order
of
the food is
hamburgers.
coming in, but I order
Well,
a sandwich. You can throw it.
but here's
Not
the
sponsored, but we got it.
But here's the thing, if you eat that's actually it makes it way easier.
Yeah.
Junk food, or I know this isn't that bad, but
Yeah.
junk food usually has way more calories.
Yeah.
So you got one sandwich. I mean, what does it take for you to get full? Is it regular, or you got to eat a lot more to feel like you're satisfied?
So I got a small stomach. I
Okay.
get full pretty easily, which also makes it harder to actually eat that much
Right.
food.
To get to that amount.
But the thing is, if you want to gain actual muscle, you have to eat clean foods.
Yeah,
You
for
can't
sure.
eat hamburgers and pizza all day.
Definitely.
You know,
Yeah,
like
there is definitely a difference because I mean you can look at calorie count, but you also want to make sure what you're eating is not going to affect you long term.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
I mean, so even with basketball, like once it does come to an end, is that something you see yourself still having to do to maintain your health? Is like weight room? I mean, certain amount of calorie count a day.
For sure. I mean, once I hang up the jersey and I kind of figure out my life a little bit, I definitely want to take a few years to just like focus on gaining weight
Yeah.
and just doing whatever it takes to get as close to 350 as I can.
Right.
And, you
350.
know,
Who's telling you? Like certain people are telling you like that is like what they. Because I know some people like that are 6 foot for like he talks about his weight with his height. Some people do feel better at a certain weight, even if it is lower than a certain percentage. So I
Correct,
mean, like 350 seems like a lot. 350 is a lot.
well, you guys know Taco Fall?
Yeah.
He's 7'7". He's 320, 310.
Oh,
And if you look at him, he's really not that big.
yeah.
But he
yeah.
could use a bit more.
Yeah.
So, have you met some of these guys? Like, have you talked? Because, like, I feel like when you're part of a certain group, when you are that height, guys, like, so when we did the HBO thing at the school, they put different guys on there. Taco Fall, somebody obviously is abnormally tall too. We think of Bogan. We've met Bogan and stuff.
Yep.
These guys have obviously had to go
Who?
through.
Boban?
Marjanovic?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
That's it.
seeing those
Big
guys,
hands?
I mean, he shook my hand and I didn't know how to regularly shake. I should have just fist bumped him because like his hand comes up here, you just feel like so small. But these guys are all people that had to go through stuff that we didn't have to go through. So like there's a process that they had to go through too. So have you met with these type of people to like give you some sort of guidance with that? Because I mean, how do you really do it without already
right.
talking with somebody that hasn't?
And the problem is, like you said, there isn't a lot of people like this who
Yeah,
can
I know.
actually help you.
Yeah.
But thankfully, I was able to get in touch with Taco Fall.
Yeah.
He's shared a bit of his story with me, and
They say he's a good guy.
yeah, no, for sure, he's a great guy. He gave me a lot of valuable information,
Yeah.
and also, like the only Romanian guy to ever play in the NBA, his name is George Mureșan. He's also 7'7".
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he actually played with my father in the national team when they were young. So I ended up meeting him many years back when I was back in Romania.
Yeah.
And kind of like you said, I was like, I don't know, 6'7", 6'8" back then, maybe like you.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I met someone like taller than my father. And when I shook his hand, like kind of like you said, just engulfed mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Your dad's tall too then?
He's 7'1",
Oh, he's 7'1".
7'1".
And your mom?
6 foot.
6 foot?
Yeah, so the genes work out.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
say.
Your sister's pretty tall as well?
I mean, she's just like, she's 11, so
Oh, she's very young still.
we don't know yet.
Yeah, these are good people that I have around you. I didn't know that it was like that over there. I didn't know people. I mean, where I grew up, I mean, 6 foot is pretty tall, so it's definitely
I mean,
different.
I think the average height is like, for a guy, is like 5'10"?
I believe it's actually 5'8".
5'8"?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why I feel good sometimes. I'm like, I'm not actually that short. All my friends are just way taller.
Yeah, just hanging out with the basketball players sometimes, just even if you're pretty tall, it makes you look, kind of shorter.
Well, I do think we are at the.
Which, Stefan left us because probably as usual when he drinks beer, you gotta go pee like all the time. So, let's wait he comes back and everything. But
Anything else that you'd like to?
hey man,
leave us
anything
with
that
this?
you want to tell the guys that are gonna be listening to the podcast? First of all, follow Rob on Instagram.
Whoa, you forgot a question. What's your type of girl?
Okay.
And what is your love life looking like?
Okay, from the background.
For the ladies that are watching, what is that?
These are important questions.
You put me,
Sorry.
you put me on the spot right now.
My bad. I had to put you in the spot a little bit.
Of the apple juice?
I mean, like Logan said, like height is not a problem for me or like anything like that, like just, I kind of want someone to kind of understand me, because like if we're not on the same frequency, like especially with how my life is, it's not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
So someone who can kind of relate to me, because I mean very few people can, but someone who can kind of understand and is prepared for like what's gonna come with me. Because like I said, I mean if I walk, down the road with you, like there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on.
That's why a lot of people that are on a platform where a lot of people are watching and everything, they try to keep their relationship silent for that reason, because there's a lot that comes with
And it's
that.
hard because,
Yeah.
especially right now with the internet and
Everything.
you know.
So you probably, I mean, somebody probably from your background, I mean, I know that I relate to people that can understand my background. It's not as unique maybe as some of the things that you guys have been through, but people always talk about types, and we talk about that sometimes, that it's not okay to have a type. I feel like there's always just that person that like you meet that you can really understand you, so same type of thing. You had high school, like did they do homecoming, prom, over there? Anything like, I don't know if you had dates like in back
No,
when
that
you were
was a
studying.
whole new concept for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes two of us.
Do you have anyone back home though that
I mean, I left at 14, man. You know, it's
young love?
Young blood.
You know?
Hey man, at 14 I was still in Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay, well, we knew what you. we gotta guess that you were into that when you were 14, but maybe he was into something, you
You
know.
probably go up.
A little
Something that
different.
you didn't go through yet.
Yeah, I'll take it.
But hey, it was great having you on the Flat Right podcast. Thank you for your time,
Yeah, it was
Rob.
good meeting you. Good
And
talking to you.
make sure everybody follow Rob on Instagram. Did you open a page on TikTok?
yeah.
On TikTok.
What's your username on TikTok?
I forgot.
We'll get it
Oh,
going.
We're gonna put it on, don't worry. So we're gonna show you all of that. But thank you, Logan. Thank you, Steph.
Thanks for having us
A
on.
special thank you for you. And stay tuned for the next podcast, so guys.
It's fun.
Hey, good, everybody.